Hello and welcome to part 15 of my All Quests, All Endings Elden Ring guide. We're in Altus Plateau. We've just defeated Magma Worm Markarth or whatever his name is. We're at the abandoned Coffin site of Grace. So we're going to make our way up here. Feel free to either run past or deal with these fellowmen guys. I like to deal with them because there's a giant dragon about to attack us, and it's annoying if you're trying to fight a big dragon or run around a big dragon and you get these guys on your back. So plus they give a reasonable runes, so it's quite an easy place to fight. You've got plenty of room to maneuver around here. When you start to head up this hill, you'll get attacked by a dragon. Now, you're not going to be able to defeat the dragon fully here. All you've got to do is drive it off. So again, you can run past, but it'll keep reappearing here until you do enough damage to it that it runs away. We can. I've got another video on how to actually find this dragon after it's flown away, ancient dragon Lansseax. So if you have a search on my channel, if you're interested in finding that fight, that is on there. But it's not needed for the quest. We're just getting rid of it because it's in the way, and we may as well. So once we're up here, we get the Grace. I think it's the Erdtree Gazing Hill next to the Lux Ruins, and that's Raya there we're speaking to. So she'll take you to Volcano Manor. Agree to it, but don't speak to Tanith. Grab the Grace. Do not speak to Tanith at this point. We're not quite ready for that. Instead, head out here. Apply any buffs you want to. There's a little bit of a field boss to deal with here. It's just this kind of a frenzied flame magic troll thing. It shouldn't give you too much trouble. Destroy these marionettes. Then if you run up here, there's a scarab to deal with. Just look at where the pathway goes. Again, I do recommend this weapon for invisible scarabs. You can literally just stand in the way where it's going and it will activate for quite a few seconds. It's just a matter of getting in the right spot. So that's given us another Ash of War there. We're going to ride up and get the Golden Seed. Just deal with those there. Very shortly we'll be getting what we actually came for. Just consult my notes here. So we're not quite ready to do Volcano Manor proper. We've got a few loose ends to tie up here. So we're going to go down there. So over here. Down here. Look out for the giant hand grabby thingamajiggers. That's the map fragment. So grab your map fragment. Then make your way down here. Site of Grace. It's a summoning pool for you there. Now this guy you're going to fight here is going to turn into a quite big, quite dangerous boss monster. So I would apply any buffs before you take him out and be ready for the second fight. Just destroy the skeleton dude. And then back off and give yourself a bit of space. Obviously we're using Unendurable Frenzy again. Fan favourite. And that's him dealt with. You can see the problem there is that's built up a lot of Death Blight, which if it builds up fully will kill you completely. And we got a larval tear out of it. Now we've got an Erdtree avatar to deal with here. for a couple more of those tiers for your Wondrous Physic Flask. Obviously I'm not going to get them now because I'm on New Game Plus. Weak to fire these are. It's probably one that's well worth summoning your Mimic for. And do look out for the sort of one hit grab you, fly through the air and set fire to your move. It does from time to time. Just keep chipping away. Be ready to dodge. Again, it's Vike's War Spear here. That skill on it, if you time it right, can be quite handy for dodging things. So that's got ourselves a couple more of the tiers for the Wondrous Physic Flask. Now we're going to make our way down here. A couple of marionettes to deal with. And you can grab that beast blood. A few items down there, but that's not necessarily the way to get to it. So we're going to go back to Altus Plateau now. And we're going to head to here and grab that golden seed. Deal with this camp. Could run through it, but you may as well grab the items and the runes here. Just watch out for the guy on the ballista. Deal with these knights, soldiers. Watch out for the pumpkin head. Then make your way up to this road here. Again, feel free to run past these if you don't feel like fighting them. I'm just going to clear them out so we can have a look around and think about where we're going. Need to get the just taking those out. So now we're going to make our way over here and grab another side of Grace. Altus Highway Junction, I think this one's called. Yeah, this is one we'll be coming back to often. So speak to Bach. Exhaust all his dialogue. He'll give you a bit more of his backstory and tell you about the gold needle, which is and I'll be very happy when you give it to him. Make sure you keep exhausting his dialogue. Next time we see him is going to be in the capital, where he'll want you to give him a larval tear so that he can be rebirthed by Renala. But you shouldn't give him one, because if you go back to the Grand Library, you'll find a dead Bach there. It obviously doesn't go very well for him. So that's when you'll need to use that You're Beautiful Prattling Pate. So we can take these guys out here. Bit of an enjoyable frenzy. Let's give it a perfume bottle to grab there, which is going to come in useful. Then we're going to ride up here and look for the map fragment there. And before we're going to go up and we're going to ride up these stairs. Again, lots of dodging left and right and avoiding things. You really, if you want to fight the things at the end of here, it's better to ride past them the first time and get the next grace, and then you can come up from them from behind and deal with them on their own. So grab the grace, rest at it, get your golden seeds, and then deal with these tree sentinels. Bit stronger than the first one of the game, so do apply any buffs you want to use, and ideally you don't get killed like I do there. And again here, I think this doesn't go very well either. actually already on attempt 2 there. I had an editing mistake I've made. It did actually take me far too many goes to do this. It shouldn't really, making a bit of a meal of it shouldn't be as hard as I'm making it look. So, try and take them out one at a time. Summon your mimic for this one, I think, as well, if you want to make it easier. That's the first one dealt with. And luckily, the other one hasn't aggroed yet, so we can get a quick heal in. And I think now we'll use that rune arc with the Godric's Great Rune activated, and we'll summon the mimic. Then we'll see if we can take the second one out. This will give us some nice items. Technically it's optional, but while we're here, we may as well. It's the only downside of this setup is sometimes you can give yourself madness at a really inappropriate time. However, it does obviously activate the Black Dumpling Howl. So, unendurable frenzy's dealt with it, and we're going to get the Erdtree Greatshield. Nice. So, next we're going to ride over to here and deal with another little boss. So it's another Erdtree avatar. Use fire on these, it's always significantly more effective. Again, you may as well summon your mimics, make it easy. Look out for that grab you and drag you into the air, chewing you and breathing fire on your move. It does. Going for the unendurable frenzy there, that should do the trick. That's him dealt with. That's another golden seed. And we're going to grab from here the Giant Crusher Hammer. Really good weapon, really strong. You need a lot of strength to wield it, but it's well worth the investment if you like that sort of build. Once you've dealt with it and grab the hammer, ride up to the minor Erdtree church here, grab the grace. We've got a sacred tear to grab at the end there. And then we need to just think for a minute. I'll grab these golden centipedes, and you've got a speak to Melon option here, so you may as well speak to her, exhaust the dialogue, and get a bit more understanding of what the Golden Order is all about, and she'll give you a gesture there. We can't afford any more levels yet, they're quite expensive now, so we're going to move on. So we're trying to get down there to the sealed tunnel, I think it's called. There's an Ash of War down here as well. I think it's Prayerful Strike if memory serves me. So again, we'll use the Night Rider Glaive with the Black Flame Tornado. Yeah, that's a Prayerful Strike, which is an interesting Ash of War skill because it's a strike which heals you when you hit. Kind of it's a kind of a vampiric life stealing skill. Grab your summoning pool, open the secret wall there. Fight your way down here. There are some of those little annoying vulgar militia guys as well to look out for. Open the chest for that bell bearing so we can buy smithing stones. Then take the lift down. Let's off another smithing stone there. And drop down and make your way through here. Another secret wall, another secret wall. Now there is a Abductor Virgin at the bottom there. But This isn't a teleport one. If you were, there's no advantage to getting swallowed by it. Should we got killed there, but not a problem. It won't take us long to get back there. Just run past these, drop down. Take out the Vulgar Militia guys with a good range attack if you've got one. Drop down. Now you can actually, if you've got a decent strong range attack, you can cheese the Abductor Virgin by taking it out from here. If you like a good fight, then just drop down and fight it. There is a way you can get it to break a stone open, I think, for you for a couple of smithing stones, but we're not that bothered, so we're just going to take it out and get the runes back. Then climb the ladder, go for the branches. A little pathway through here. Grab yourself a stone sword key. Then make your way back over to here. Look out for the exploding thingamajiggeries. Get yourself that old fang. That's a rune fragment. Once you're done, another secret wall, then drop down here. Drop down carefully to the bottom. Look out for the exploding ball thingies. And we've got another boss through here, so apply your buffs. It's an Onyx Lord, so it shouldn't give you too much trouble really, just again, we're using Unendurable Frenzy. Highly recommend it. That's going to give you the Onyx Lord's Greatsword. But the real reason we came down here is for this Site of Grace. And access to that Divine Tower. But we've got the Site of Grace and we've got the Miner's Bell bearing, so we're going to head back to the capital outskirts. And we're going to head up here and take on the gargoyle thing. Again, probably worth summoning your mimic for this one and bringing out some sort of build that's going to do high damage because he's got quite a lot of HP. And the good thing is you've got quite a good size arena to move around in here. If you ever fight one of these outside the Bestial Sanctum, there is a way of cheesing it whereby you can basically open the doors to the Sanctum first, aggro it, and then go inside the Sanctum, and you can it can't get you in there very easily. But in this one, we've just got to move around, keep dodging, keep healing, and chip away its damage whenever you get that opportunity. Do feel free to run past this one if you want to, but it's always going to be here, and so, you know, we may as well deal with it, may as well grab the runes. And that's him dealt with. Going to go to Gargoyle's Great Axe, and we can ride on to the next part. So ride up here, and get ready to fight Godric the Grafted a second time. Not Godric the Grafted, it's Morgott the Fellowman, what we're talking about. So, more or less the same moveset as before. Similar level of aggression. In ways it's actually easier now because you've got a bigger arena to work in. Just keep dodging, keep attacking. Try a bit of unendurable frenzy if you're so inclined. Ideally, not so much that you give yourself madness at just the wrong time, but there we go. Again, you could rush past him, but he's in the way. We may as well deal with him. Just just needs a touch now, really. So that's going to go to the Cerulean Amber Medallion, and we can ride up here to the next path. Get the Grace. That's the Outer Wall Battleground Grace. Then make your way over here. Ride down here and take out this troll just for the runes and the entertainment value of it. Then make your way back up to the staircase. Then down here, and we're going to go and speak to Bogart. He'll give us a bit more lore about the Dung Eater. Feel free to buy some boiled crab or prawns off him, and he'll. He doesn't really like Dung Eater much. It paints quite a vivid picture of how horrible a person Dung Eater is. So do feel free to enjoy all that wonderful Dung Eater lore. Sounds like a lovely person. Once you've dealt with that, go back to the site of Grace, and we're going to make a slight change here. Now we're going to make our way up here, down here. We've got these golem arrow firing guys. You can run past them, but we're just going to deal with them because, well, why not? We want the runes. Don't do it that way. Look, there's a stake of Marika very nearby, so I'll make it a bit quicker to get back into the fight. Recommend, if it happens to you, grab your runes before you start fighting them, because they can be quite surprising and take you out quite easily. That's him dealt with. Make sure you keep your health up. There's another one down, one more to go. It's the one with a big melee weapon. Watch out for the fire. Keep hitting him. It's got quite a surprising range when he reaches for you with that long weapon, so that's him dealt with. Now we're going to rush up to the Draconic Tree Sentinel that guards the entrance to the capital. And you can, if you sneak your way around him, there is a bit of a cheese you can use here. Didn't quite get it right this time, so we'll go away. And we'll go back to the Grace, and we'll have another go at showing you how you can cheese this particular boss without having to fight him very much. Ideally suits somebody who's quite patient, because obviously we're on New Game Plus, and this method will be quite time consuming, but it's also pretty safe, and it's just a matter of whether you can sneak up to him. So get yourself well out of the way here, then jump off. Make sure you've got the concealing veil equipped if you've got it. Otherwise, try and sneak around to the back. Get a little bit closer to him. When you're about here, cast Poison Mist. If you keep casting it, eventually you'll give him poison, and his health will trickle down quite slowly. The amount of HP he's got, this is potentially going to take a long time. You may well get bored and decide to do it in a more traditional way like I do here, but if you're having trouble, that is an option of dealing with him without having to deal with him. Just sneak around the back, use Poison Mist, and then just be ready to reapply it when it runs out. So we've got a couple of nice items there. Then we're going to head into the capital. Site of Grace. Then we're going to go up here, up the left. Get some magic grease there. A Furkling Finger Remedy. You can deal with this, guys, if you want to, or just run past. Another Site of Grace there. And we've got another conversation with Melanie. Who'll be very happy that you've got to the capital. Just exhaust all that dialogue. Grab a summoning pool. And these, it's probably easier to deal with these and run past them because they can be quite annoying. Let's have another golden rune there. Before we go any further, just nip down here, deal with the perfumer guy. Grab that smithing stone. Through here. Then if you head up these stairs, deal with the perfume on the way, but then you get a really easy way of destroying that gargoyle for quite a few runes. And we're now going to go back to this Site of Grace and we're going to speak to Bock. Exhaust all this dialogue, talk to him, let him tell you everything he's got to say. Don't give him the larval tear. It'll keep prompting you to go on. It sounds like you should. He wants one. He wants to be reborn, but that's not going to have a happy ending. Spoiler alert: it's not good for him. So find your beautiful prattling pate. Use it next to him, and then just talk to him again. Exhaust the dialogue, and that's more or less Bock's quest done. And it's a reasonably happy ending for Bock, that is. Which is unusual for Elden Ring, but if it's there, I'll take it. So now we've dealt with Bock's quest, we're going to go down here. Feel free to jump down here if you want to skip the perfumer guy in that tower. Obviously we can't skip him. May as well kill the gargoyle again for those 3 runes. Then we're going to drop down this lift here. We'll get down to the bottom. Deal with those if you want to. Don't head out there though, head up the ladder instead. We've got a key item we need to get here. It's the Seedbed Curse. We need this for Dungeeter's quest. Then we're going to head over these rooftops. Just check where we are there. Deal with any enemies that get in your way. Grab yourself a smithing stone. Now we just want to rush past him really and grab this grace. We can deal with him in a second. So we'll buff up first. It's another Erdtree avatar. This one actually seems a bit stronger than typical. There's a slight cheese that you can hide in that little room on the way to the grace, but he has got some spells that can get in there and still get you. We're going to do that though. Get healing. I think he knows we're trying to cheese him, so he's coming up with every trick under the sun to stop it. That range attack's reasonably good for that. Doing 1700 damage a hit with that. That's given us a Lord Rune. We'll head down here and we'll try and deal with these annoying electric knights. These are really annoying. If you've got a better way of dealing with them, then feel free to use it. I really don't. I'm really making a meal of this. It shouldn't be anything like as hard as it's making it look. That's another death. Like I said, it's going to be a warts and all guide, so every time I die within this guide, you're going to see me die, and I'm not going to cut it out. It'll give you an idea of what some of the tougher areas are in the game and allow you to laugh at my ineptitude. So that's yet another death. You can probably imagine by this point I'm getting quite frustrated with this. Really didn't think these should be given this much trouble at this stage in the game. That's the first one dealt with. That's the second one dealt with. Heal up. We've got a couple more to deal with. But we've probably dealt with the worst couple. Once you've dealt with them, make your way up the dragon, grab your rune arc, climb the ladder, look at these stairs, deal with another knight. Deal with him, grab this grace. Now that we've got that grace, go back to Round Table Hold and run in here and speak to Dung Eater. Exhaust all this dialogue. And he'll give you the sewer jail key, which is what you need to rescue his corporeal form from the sewers under Leyndell. Also speak to Corin. He's going to be leaving Round Table Hold. I'll tell you a little bit about that. It's worth pursuing his quest because he's got some really good incantations to sell, but later on. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in part 16.